Amos 5:8. Here I'm going to share with you a verse that details a lot of my doctrine in multiple topics I discuss on this channel, namely anything I have on the waters, the morning stars, and the Leviathan, as well as any kind of Tammuz or burnt sacrifice. And Hove is a good one too. The deluge is a delusion. Anything on the waters. But anyway, let me get into this verse. And this whole verse sums up my entire doctrine. Here we have Amos 5:8. Seek him that maketh the seven stars and Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh the day dark with night, that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Okay, so seek him that maketh the seven stars and Orion. So I've made this claim in a previous video where these interpretations are completely incorrect. They're based on a translation of a comprehension. It's not even true to the origin of the word. So when we get into these seven stars, let's see here. Let's bring up our interlinear here. Okay, seek him that maketh the seven stars. So here we have Hebrew 35:98, and let's click on these seven stars and reveal these first. So it's identified as Pleiades, a constellation of seven stars. Okay, but this is an incorrect translation. I have no idea where this came from, because what it's in reference to are tablets, ornaments, golden ornaments. Tablets, okay? So seek him that maketh the seven tablets. The seven, once again, you got to get into my morning stars concept to understand what's going on here. And the seven tablets are basically his seven feasts, okay? This whole days of the week thing, completely misunderstood. We have no idea. I'll give you an example. The Sabbath, for example, it only happens on new moons. New moons are relevant because of Revelation 12:1. Sabbaths only occur on new moons, which has nothing to do with the new moon. It has everything to do with the fertile crescent, the whole Tammuz concept, the burnt sacrifice thing. Okay, so seek him that maketh the seven tablets. This is why Jesus flips the tables. This is why Moses, when he came down from the mountain, flipped the tables by throwing those tablets at the base, the foundation of that mountain. Okay, and Orion. Okay, so let's get into Orion. So seven stars, the whole Pleiades thing, nope. It's the seven tablets, the seven feasts. They're not days of the week, like I just pointed out on the whole Sabbath, and Orion. So let's get into this Orion. We can leave the seven tablets, seven stars. Oh my goodness. These translations are so wrong. Like I said, here we go with Orion. This has everything to do with your giant of the earth. I'll explain here in a minute. Once again, they stated that it's a constellation. The Bible makes it very clear, do not stare and get lost in dots in the sky. Makes it very clear to not do that. It's like I pointed out on his seven feasts, we don't quite understand those either, because the Sabbath only happens on new moons. Therefore, our interpretation must be wrong. It must be wrong. And it means to be foolish. Stupid fellow, a dullard, a simpleton, arrogant one, stupid, silly. So we go into the giants of the earth. To be foolish, to be stupid, and to be fat. You guys are lost in the Leviathan. Plump, that thickness, they say. And it's to be arrogant, to be of the flesh, is what it is. That's your Orion. That's your giant of the earth. It's what that is. You guys are staring at dots in the sky? How silly. The Bible clearly tells you don't do that. Seek him that maketh the seven tablets and the giant in the earth. and turneth. And why we doing this? Because we go into the shadow of death into the morning, into that right early. We go into the giant with the 7 tablets, turning the Nephilim into the Raphaim. Do you see it? It maketh the day dark with night, that calleth for the waters, all people of the sea. God put his face on the people, and Jesus walks in the court of authority and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord, the self-existing eternal name, is his renowned and therefore your inheritance. That's all it's saying. It's a morning star. Children, one of these. That's why the Elohim is plural. And we go into that Rahab, into that Leviathan, the king of the proud, and we break those heads. I have covered this on many, many topics. But apparently the word of God is for sale, and you have invested too much now to just bend to these simple truths. Very simple truths. Extremely simple truths. Oh, what did I just click on over here? That is incorrect. Automotive solutions. What? Definitely, because some folks is sitting on bricks. Sitting on bricks. Y'all are staring at stars in the sky, and I don't know why. Oh, one more thing real quick. Seek the Lord and his name right here. And then it ends with this symbol. This symbol right here. You want to know what that's all about? It is the Shemeth. And what it means is a tent peg of support, a support of rest, a support peg, a post, an armrest, a stake. You got to watch my Crucify the Christ. Once again, more topics you won't be able to handle. It is the temple wall and a socket, the hip, where his name is written that no man knows except he that receives it. So, Amos 5:8, seek him that maketh the 7 tablets and goes into the giant and turneth the shadow of death, the Nephilim, into the Raphaim. Maketh the day dark and night, and calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The self-existing eternal name is his inheritance.